Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again, and for this video I'm going to try out the new SHADOW Mawile over here in the Mountain Cup, which is going to be my third team over here, which I have used alongside Mawile. I'm going to pair it up with two water types over here, which is going to be Whiscash and Lapras over here. So Whiscash and Lapras both being water, ground and ice parts over here, so I want to lure out a potential grass type in the back, which my Whiscash doesn't want to face over here. And since Mawile being part steel or fairy, it does also take super effective from mud boys and fire types as well, which my Lapras as a safe swap can handle that. So this is the thought process that I had while building this team up. And the other reason over here, since Diggersby is there in the meta, apart from Diggersby, Escavalier and Froslass are everywhere. So especially to counter the Escav and Froslass, I wanted to use this Mawile over here. And without further more delay, let's quickly jump into the first battle, and I take a lead of Escavalier onto my Lapras. So in the first battle, I took Lapras as a lead, which I'll be switching out in my next battle. But let's see, since it's a Escav lead over here, which is not good, but as you guys can see, this surf really do hurt, and I am able to catch one drill run onto my Whiscash over here, which is not a great thing, because yeah, as you guys can see, I lure out a potential Whiscash onto my opponent's end, which is not great, which is actually great because my Mawile will be avoiding that later onto this match. To which now I'll be going for this back-to-back mud bombs over here, but they shield up in this case. So they thought it would be a blizzard, to which I'll be going for this back-to-back mud bombs, getting the first shield and doing a bit of chip damage over here, which is really nice. To which now, since they can farm me down with water gun, I have to come back with my own Lapras over here, because my Mawile doesn't have a good play against it. To which now I can easily let this next fast move go through, which ends up being a mud bomb once again, and I can easily go for the next surf. So surf, since he's coming from a shadow Lapras over here, will hurt this Whiscash over here, and I can easily quickly safe swap again into my Mawile to get ahead on energy right now. And since there is a Escav in the back, I thought there will be a Froslass, but it's not the case. So it is going to be their Lapras, which is also part ice and water, and they are running water gun over here, which is kind of a tricky right now, because as you guys can see, these water guns are really adding up, but this fire fangs actually from this SHADOW Mawile is actually shredding apart this Lapras also. So they tried to catch power up punch onto their Escav, which I hold on to the energy. I go for the farm down, and I can easily reach to the next play rough, which will just going to be enough to get the knockout for this Lapras, getting the win for the first battle. Yeah, so GG's. Moving into the next battle, I pick up a lead yet again onto a mud boy over here, which is going to be the I forgot, Quagsire. Yes, it's going to be a Quagsire, to which I thought of trying to catch a earthquake maybe onto my Whiscash, but this is not going to work out right now, because they were quite ahead on energy, and I have to let this go. I don't have any option right now to other than let this go over here, and I cannot come back in with my Mawile as well. To which now I can easily come back. I have to come back with my Shadow Lapras over here, but I have to watch out for the Stone Edge. So Stone Edge will hurt me a lot, so I have to put up my shield, and I have to go for the next surf over here. So since they have got shield advantage right now, so I don't think they will be shielding up, which in case they do, and I do undercharge a bit to get ahead on energy right now. And with Quagsire in the lead, they have a safe swap of Froslass, which is very obvious, and since they safe swapped into their own Froslass, that could be a tell that there must be a fire type in the back, which is the case, because they are running the shadow camera up over here, which is going to be the team lineup from Xionyx. side, and they get the farm down onto my own Mawile over here with Incinerate, and I have to shield up this Earth Power over here, because Earth Power, though it's neutral, it will hurt a lot from the Shadow camera over here. So now I'll be going for the next Surf over here, which does get the knockout for this camera over here, but they have a pretty healthy Froslass over here, which will be going for the next Shadow Ball, getting the win for them on their side. And GG's to my opponent, really well played. Moving on to the next battle, I pick up a lead against Mawile, so I don't want to take a risk onto staying on that matchup. I will be quickly safe swapping into my own Whiscash. So to Whiscash, their answer is going to be a Shadow Walrein, but since they were very slow to switch out, this could be a potential alternating matchup right now for me, because I'll be going to spam out this back-to-back mud bombs over here, which put them very low right now, and they have to go for an Earthquake to take me out, but they went for Icicle Spheres, to which they have to go for one more to take me out, which I am fine with, because now I can easily come back with my Mawile once again and get ahead on energy. Because if they're wanting to come back with their own Mawile, they will be in a disadvantage right now, because I am quite ahead on energy, to which they switch out into their own Diggersby, which is going to be kind of threatening for me, because Diggersby can handle both Lapras and Mawile with energy advantage, to which now I'll be letting this next charge move go through, which ends up being a power up punch, but I have to shield up somehow, somewhere in the game, to which I'll be going for this neutral surf, and I get the first shield from my opponent's end, which is really nice for me. And since I was quite ahead on energy, I'll be going for the next surf once again. That guarantees the next shield from my opponent's end once again, and from this kind of range I will be shielding up. So since I shielded up, and I will be going for the next surf once again to get the knockout for this Mawile over here, and I'll be quickly switching out into my own Mawile over here, because I don't want the Diggersby to farm my Lapras down, to which now I'm calling a bait over here, which ends up being correct, which is a Fire Punch, which is not going to be enough to get the knockout for me over here. And now I have to go for the next play rough that does a decent amount of neutral damage over here, which I am fine with, but I now have to shield up once again. So but now, since they were quite ahead on energy, they will be going for back-to-back Fire Punch, but nevertheless I do have a very low Lapras, which they cannot farm down with Mud Shot over here. I went for the next Ice Shard through and get the win for this battle here as well. So GG's. Moving on to the next battle, I pick up a lead against Lucario over here, which is really nice, because I will be shielding up this first move, which is going to be a close combat, and I will be getting the farm down over here. And they comes out now with a Renarius over here, which is a kind of troublesome situation for me, but since I got a shield, this gives me some hope. And I remember while playing up this match, I was getting so much lag and disturbances onto the network over here, so I could not concentrate too much, to which now they switch out into their own Lapras over here, to which I'll be going for the next Skull Bash. So Skull Bash does guarantees the next shield over here, but it does put them into a good hefty farm down range, but they went for the next surf, which will be getting the knockout for me, which I am fine with. But now, though I'm having shield advantage right now, their Renarius and Lapras both are quite healthy and tanky as well, to which I have to go for 2 Mud Bombs to almost get the knockout for this Lapras. And I tried to catch one surf, which I was unsuccessful again, and I die with a move onto my Mawile, which would have been so much better for me. And now, as you guys can see, though I have to shield up this next surf over here, because that will be lethal right now. So I have to shield this up, and I'll be going for a bit of extra farm over here, but they went for a surf, which does not knock me out, and they switch out into their own Ranirius once again, to which I'll be going for the next Blizzard that will knock it out. But yeah, they have a pretty healthy Lapras to take care of my Whiscash, and I concede the match out of respect. So it's going to be GG's and well played. Moving to the next battle, I pick up a lead against Perrserker over here, and they switch out into their own Froslass over in this scenario, which is not a great thing because their lead and their safe swap both is core broken by my own Mawile over here with Fire Fang, which is really nice. And they cannot, I shield up the first move over here because I am boosted right now, and I do have a shield disadvantage right now, but I am fine with it because now the final Pokemon they have access to is going to be Lapras, which does take neutral damage from this Fire Fang as well, and I am double boosted right now, which I am fine with. And as you guys can see, this Fire Fangs are chunking a lot, and I'll be letting this next serve go through because I do have a fairly good matchup against that Perrserker with my Whiscash over here, and I can easily come back now with my Lapras, go ahead and energy, go for the first serve, take the first shield from my opponent's end, and now I'm in a commanding situation right now because one foul play, maybe one player off, one close combat, nothing takes me out from this kind of range, which as you guys can see, it does a tickle to my Whiscash over here. And now I'll be backing up on back-to-back mud bombs over here, going for the first mud bomb that gets the shield, going for the next one that almost I think will be knocking the Perrserker out over here, which they realize and they top lives the game over here, which is going to be really well played to my opponent's end, and GG's. Moving into the final battle of the video over here, I pick up a lead against a Shadow Torterra over here, to which they safe swaps into their Shadow Mawile, to which since my Whiscash does not have a really good play against the Torterra, I will be quickly switching out into my own Whiscash, and I'll be going for the first Mud Bomb over here that knocks it out, and I will have enough energy to go for the next Blizzard, which might get the first shield, will force it, or might, if they let it go, which they do in this case, will get the knockout for this Torterra. And the final Pokemon they have access to is going to be again one fire type, which is going to be Makago over here. So I'm in a troublesome situation once again, which is not going to be easy because my Mawile does not have any play against it, and my Lapras does take neutral damage from this Incinerates and super effective from this Rock Tomb over here. So I have to come back with it with my Lapras, and I have to shield up the first Rock Tomb, and I'd obviously get the attack drop over here. But nevertheless, I have to once again shield up the next Rock Tomb over here, and I don't want to throw it right away because I want to get back-to-back serves over here, which I do build up to. And now I'll be going for the first serve, which definitely will be getting the first shield, final shield from my opponent's end. And now after one ice shard, I will be going for the next catch onto my own Mawile, which I failed. But now the matchup is depending on my Lapras, whether it can win CMP against Makago, which comes back in, wins the CMP against the Makago over here, goes for the serve, get the knockout for this Makago, and get the win for the final battle of the video here as well. So with this team, it was really fun running Mawile, countering those Escav and Froslass over here. And nevertheless, tomorrow we have the GBL day over here, which I think you guys will enjoy a lot. So that will be all for this video. See you again in the next one. Till then, peace.